Oh yeah, hell yeah. I got it for my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, sir.
Yeah.
What's the vibe like? What's the energy? Another, main event. Let's go. What's going on?
Another main event. So yes, another 5 rounds. Add to the book. Maybe one of these days I'll have the all-time, what to call it, record for time in the octagon or main events at the Apex. If I can, I'm close to beating Sean Strickland. Somebody had made me aware of. He's got 5 main events in the Apex. After this one, it'll be 4 for me. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. And you know what I love about this is that I know a couple months ago wasn't the greatest thing, but you're turned right back around. What was that thought process like? Did you have to get with the team and say, "Look, man, I need to get this off my chest. I need to right this wrong. I need to get in there ASAP."
Well, it was nothing like that. I just didn't want any layoffs, or you know what I mean. Coming off of a year layoff, surgery, and all that other stuff, I just didn't want any long layoffs. And thankfully, the UFC listened to me. They heard me in whatever interviews I had done. I can't remember, but that was my sentiment after the fight, and I'm pretty sure I voiced that in a few interviews. But I'm happy that they listened to me because this isn't the only. This fight is relatively short notice, given that it's 5. I got offered it 5 weeks out, but they had offered me another short notice fight before that, so they were really listening when they were talking about getting me. When I was talking about getting back in there quick.
Wow, man. So potentially, when could you have come back?
The Denver card. Yeah, they offered me Kevin Holland. But at the time, I was a little too fat to accept that fight on short notice at Elevation. So unfortunately, I had to decline. But, I'm happy that they offered me that fight. Given the circumstances after the last fight, I hadn't been training. I had been traveling. And I don't know, something in the food that I'm not used to just plumped me up big time, man, because the number shot up, and I couldn't take that fight in in confidence, knowing that I weighed that much. I've never made a cut like that in 3 weeks, so I wasn't going to start now.
That's what's up, man. And thank you for the brutal honesty. What did we take away from that last fight? I know it's water under the bridge now, but what did you come out with it? Because you're the type to always learn something, win or lose.
Mm-hmm. So as far as my performance goes, I guess I feel like I started out well in the fight, but I feel like I may have stagnated a little bit, towards the end of the second and into the third. And then we saw how that fight ended. That among other things. I'm always working on being better. And these fights show me, hey, these are the things that you need to work on, what I'm saying, like right now, because these are real-time tests, if you will. So just trying to be a better fighter as far as my performance go.
That's what's up. And someone who will for sure make you a better fighter and test you. What were the thoughts? What was the reaction when that name came across on that contract?
I was maybe a sense of familiarity, I guess, because he had called me out before. He's been wanting to fight me for, I think, about a year. I think first time I've heard him call me out. So, I thought it was cool, you know what I mean? I feel like, what's the word? I feel like it's a compliment, especially the way he did it. It was respectful, you know what I'm saying? He acknowledged my level, I guess, my skill level, you know what I'm saying that he wanted to go up against that and make his way towards the title and stuff. So he voiced his opinion, and we all heard, and the UFC offered. So at this point in time, coming off of the loss, I guess I'm more inclined to take a fight lower in the rankings.
That's what's up, man. And there is a lot of respect. He spoke very highly of you. There's no animosity. He just wants to smoke respectfully. UFC put respect on your name, putting you on this main card. Does that kind of give you a little pep in your step and say, you know what? Okay, I'm acknowledged. I put in the time. I've been here. I'm a vet, and you guys see that.
I guess so. If I want to just stare at myself in the mirror and pat myself on the back and tell myself what a good boy I am, But I don't really think like that along those lines. You know what I mean? It's always I'm losing my train of thought here. But anyway, it's nice. It's always good to get in these main events. You know what I mean? A little extra money, a little higher profile. It's definitely better for my career. I'm always thinking about how it's going to benefit me. You know what I mean? So I can't remember the question.
All good. Last for me, main event. You're on the poster again, defending that ranking. What are the keys to victory? How do we get the job done this weekend?
Focus on my performance. Focus on myself. And go in there and handle my business. You know, be clean, be sharp, be precise, be intentful. I have to be mentally sound, mentally present, you know, because that's going to be the driving force. You know, my mental focus, and that's going to be the driving force in this thing.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it, and good luck on Saturday, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Jared. Just wanted your thoughts on UFC 305 and Dricus Du Plessis' win over Israel.
I thought it was a good win, naturally. And it was one of the ways I thought that fight could go. So, they both look good. You know what I mean? Very competitive fight, especially early on. And then as soon as Dricus started getting more into the wrestling, he started finding more of a way. And eventually slapped on that choke. You know what I mean? On top of that, his kicks looked very well. He worked very well for him in that fight, hurt him. Rocked him maybe a few times. I know one clear time he may have rocked him a little bit. So, yeah, very impressive from both fighters. I thought they both looked good.
As someone, who studies the game and, how does Dricus keep doing this? Like, he's so unorthodox. He's weird, but he keeps winning, and he's a champion.
Well, there's a will, there's a way. I think we heard the same sentiment when Sean Strickland was a champion, and they weren't the first, and they probably won't be the last. So I can't wait to hear what they're going to say when I'm the champion.
Who do you think DDP should fight next? The sentiment is Dana thinks Sean Strickland should get it next. Dricus thinks Robert should get it next. Hamzat's there. What do you think?
Well, Robert's been there. You know what I mean? Strickland is there. So I think you already have, I don't know. My sentiments, I don't know. I think Robert definitely deserves. There's no denying that he doesn't deserve a title shot. If it were the next title shot, you know what I mean? He deserves it. So, Strickland deserves it too because that fight was closely contested and it's not an instant rematch at this point. He won his fight prior to that, his fight after that. So, but with Robert booked up with Hamzat, right? If Robert wins, I think he should definitely get it. If Hamzat wins, I would be more inclined to give the title shot to Strickland.
Awesome.
So,
well, thank you for your matchmaking.
Yeah, you're welcome. You'll get my bill in the mail.
I'm just curious. There was another middleweight fight last weekend that was kind of on the down low between Brendan Allen and Marvin Vettori in the casino. Did you hear about that?
I saw a little snippet of that on the internet.
I'm just curious what you thought of it.
I just scrolled on and went about my business. Boys will be boys. You get them out there in the wild, they may have a little scrap up, a little dust up here and there, and it is what it is. I don't know what it's about. I don't care why or who was involved, as long as nobody got seriously injured. I hope these guys' jobs aren't really affected, but there you go.
Thank you.
What were your thoughts on Jose Delgado's contract-winning performance.
Now we're getting to the good stuff. Where do I begin? It was just beautiful to watch my guy do his thing in there. I've watched Jose for, I think he's been at the lab for 3 years, maybe longer, 4 or 5 years, I don't know. But just to watch him come in and throw himself into the program, ask questions, see who's who and what's what, and try to figure out what do I want for myself. And I've watched him, you know what I'm saying, see the skills he's trying to acquire from each source that we have. We can tap into at the MMA lab and wherever else he's doing his thing at, seeing how he carries himself. Nobody deserves it more than Jose Delgado. So it was just wonderful to watch him go on the run he's gone on. You know, he suffered a loss that was really hard for him, I assume. And I remember he said these words distinctly to me or to us, or I can't remember. I remember hearing him say these words, "I'll never let that happen again." And since then, he's been a whirlwind. Whenever the ref says go, it's been very entertaining to say the least, but very inspiring, awe-inspiring, and a whole bunch of beautiful words I can come up with. But yes, man, I'm happy for the guy, and I want to do my part, the best that I can, to help him establish himself in this UFC as one of the best who's ever done this.
What's it going to take for Eric McConaughey to get his shot?
Keep doing what he's doing. He's grinding it out as well, you know? So, absolutely. These are, yes. Where are you getting your information from, dude? He's asking me all these personal questions, man. Yeah, man. The team has grown big time, and Eric is doing very well. I'm very happy to have him on the team. He's helped me grow. I've helped him grow. We keep going back and forth. So it's like Goku and Vegeta up in there, you know what I mean? So it's awesome to have him, to have Alec, to have Bruce, to have Julian in there as well, to have all the guys who are on the team, big and small, you know what I mean? So all the ladies on the team, Leslie Hernandez, I don't know if you're going to ask me about her next, but she's going to be doing her thing. You know, the team is growing as far as in the light, the team is growing. But what we do behind those doors is just beautiful to me. It's sacred to me, you know? So, yeah, it's and it's something that I would protect, you know what I mean, with my life if it came down to it. So, I love the lab. I love what we're doing. I'm loving how they help me grow, what they show me about myself, and I'm happy to contribute to that in other people's lives.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.